welcome back guys to a brand new video on the channel. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the new update which goes live today for Ark Survival Evolved, which is Winter Wonderland. I'm really excited about this guys. We're going to be going through everything that is coming with Winter Wonderland 2018. This is actually going live for all platforms as well on the same day, which is very rare, so I'm glad that's happening. So if you guys are hyped for Winter Wonderland, I wanted to jump in quickly here and say, let's try and smash over that 1,000 like target again, as it's nearly Christmas and it's Winter Wonderland. But anyway, back to the video. So hey survivors, welcome to the latest edition of the Community Crunch, Winter Wonderland 2018. So, the amount of times I said Winter Wonderland now is crazy. So it's almost here. The winter themed holiday begins today. It says tomorrow because they always post this a day before at 10 AM PST for the PC, Xbox and PS4. Now when this video does go live, if you're watching it from like the minute it goes live, it'll be an hour until the update does go live. You may even be watching this when the update is live, and that is why I'm going through everything you need to know about this, and it will last through until January the 7th. Now before we get into this, I'm just letting you know that it isn't just Winter Wonderland update. There's lots of other stuff like with big huge bug fixes, which is what I made a video on like 4 days ago talking about this next generation Ark thing that's going to be happening. So let's have a look at this. So this event will automatically activate on any map, even on your modded map servers. And Raptor Claus will be sailing across the night sky in his sleigh, dropping presents filled with high-end loot, as well as mistletoe and coal for those naughty survivors. Now, as you guys know, this Raptor Claus flies around like this. You may have seen it in some old videos, and it actually drops presents. So they don't come out down as like supply drops, they come down as actual presents, and in them they have like blueprints of like high quality, like ascendant loot and different things like that. And also sometimes it looks like, as they say, high-end loot, you may end up being able to get something that isn't a blueprint before it was only blueprints, so that's pretty awesome too. Raptor Claus won't be alone this year. He is joined by Gacha Claus, who will be roaming in all maps in a dashing Santa hat and sporting holiday-themed colours to help you out, well, help out the very busy Raptor Claus. Now, well done to everyone that did guess that it was Gacha Claus. There was so many of you in the comments that said that, and I didn't even think about it. I don't know why. Obviously, you know, Gachas are going to be giving out loot, which is fantastic. He will be accepting your coal, and in exchange will gift you holiday-themed items. You can trade in your mistletoe for weapons and armor. So in the game, you're going to be able to go over to Gacha Claus, or you know, you won't be able to go over to Raptor Claus unless you fly up to him, and you're either going to be able to get presents from Raptor Claus or trade in stuff you get from Raptor Claus to Gacha Claus. So it's pretty awesome there. He'll also have a random chance to gift you with a new special Dino Holiday candy when given mistletoe. This candy appears to have strangely a festive effect on any creature that eats it. However, better give it a try and see what happens. Bon appetit. Have no idea what that means. That gives some sort of effect. Now, the one thing I'm wanting to find out right now is if the Dodo Rex is actually returning, because it's meant to be every time. So that's something I don't even know, and I'm going to be reading through, and we might find out whether it is or not right now. Survivors can stay warm this season in their festively decorated homes with the holiday lights, decorative Christmas tree, stockings, snowmen, so much stuff as you guys can see in the picture here, and wrapped presents they receive from trading with Gacha Claus. Be sure to spread the holiday cheer wherever you go while it lasts. So as you guys will know, it lasts until January the 7th, so you get a lot of time to enjoy it, go into the new year with it as well, which is fantastic. So I hope you guys are all enjoying. Be sure to send us all your holiday themed pictures, videos and artwork here on survivetheark.com or on Twitter, as we'd love to see them. In addition to the holiday event, we've also included a lot of fixes that we're launching across all 3 platforms, and we're starting to reach into the backlog and fix issues you've been asking and starting with improvements to commanding flyers and better AI for the Manticore. So it's great. You guys can already see, I know people get frustrated with Ark and not fixing things. This is the start, and I really believe that it is. This is the start to Wildcard actually sorting out the problems. Like, they've got Winter Wonderland, and it's like they're on a better structure now, and I'm really hyped for this. So we're going to be going through the full patch notes right now. It is a little bit long, so if you guys want to just sit back and enjoy and just go through everything, because you guys know I do this in every update video when they leave the patch notes. So Winter Wonderland, Raptor Claus flies over any map between 0, well, I was about to say 0 AM, but 12 AM. And 2 AM in game with event enabled, and drops holiday gifts. So that's the only times in game that Raptor Claus will be over the map. Gacha Claus spawns where you'd find parasaurs on all maps. Has holiday colors and wears a Santa hat. Cannot be tamed. I'm sure you could probably force tame it. I don't even know. And doesn't like to be being near other wild dinos. He accepts coal, gives holiday items in return, drops dino candy, and feed this to tame dino for a strange effect, as you say, and accepts mistletoe in return for weapons or armor. Colorization, 20% of the wild dinos will spawn with holiday colors, exactly what I thought they did before, and as you guys can see, if you want to run any of this, you can do here. Now, moving on from all the Winter Wonderland stuff, I don't even want to, because I like, this is amazing. Like, I'm so excited for Winter Wonderland. It's been the first time we've had it in 2 years, which is fantastic. So, Extinction, fix for King Titan environmental effects, starting again after boss despawned. Fix for other bosses interrupting King Titan environmental effects. Cave entrance cooldown display bug fix. Increase radius of city meteor shield. Improvements to dome shaders, reduce meteor impact damage to 750, and improvements to height fog in the desert biome. Now, this is going to be fixing a lot of things people have been having problems with Extinction, because Extinction is having a lot of problems at the moment, so with all of this, it is going to fix it. Now, moving on to the Titans. Increased mech sword damage to tame titans approximately times by 9. Increased mech pistol damage to tame titans by 3. Times 3. Increased turret damage to damage multipliers to tamed titans. Changes to Titan downloading. Titan is disabled for 15 minutes after download. Titan takes increased damage during this time. Increase Titan download cooldown to 6+ hours, and fix typo in vertical can't damage message. Moving on to the orbital supply drops. Buffed legendary drops in difficulty and loot quality of loot can now be claimed by a tribe in PvE. Only that tribe can disable shield, eject items, and gather loot. Fixed bug that eventually only allowed one event at a time in a session. Improvements to shield behavior on low FPS servers. Improvements to attacker pathing and behavior. Sorry, I don't know why that took me so long to read out. Element Vein can now be claimed by a tribe in PvE. Only tribe that can harvest element. Fixed bug that eventually only allowed one event at a time in a session. Improvements to attacker, so that's exactly the same thing, and then the orbital supply drop. Desert Titan has got some big changes. It seems to always be the Desert Titan that's getting the changes at the moment. Increased damage when it strikes itself with lightning. Improvements to Desert Titan follow to address flying away. Fix for flocks not defending properly. Improvements to tail attack accuracy. Made tail attack damage consistent. Disabled cryoing the flock, and fixed encumbered movement when walking on a desert titan. Now that has been going on for a while. Dropped items. Improvements to dropped item on a low FPS server. Prevented dropped items from falling through structures on load. Prevented dropped items from ghosting through structures if thrown close to them. Sorry. So that's the first time they've actually ever done anything with dropped items for a long time. So the eggs, improvements to eggs on low FPS server. Prevented eggs. So I think that's exactly the same as the dropped items, but fixed for invisible rock drake and wyvern eggs. The Velonosaur or Velon. I know you guys get annoyed with me when I say Velenosaur. I mean Velonosaur. Increased accuracy of attack. Of AoE attack, reduced damage to compensate for increased accuracy, so that's what they're going to be doing for that, so it doesn't end up being too OP. Wild Velenosaurs will no longer shoot for too long. Fix for the wild ones not doing damage in PvE. Improvements to desyncs between spines and damage. reduce hovering when walking. The attack will no longer loot victims, so that's interesting. So we've got the ice dragon. I know it's not an ice dragon. Everyone always comes at me in the comment section for saying this, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just something like when you know, when you and your friends are playing Ark together, you just get nicknames for things and stuff, and then it just stays in your head, and you just keep saying it. So, fixed bug related to ice breath. Fixes for several desyncs, fixes for desyncs when moving on a low FPS server, minor buff to landing damage, improvements to ice breath targeting, added message when you're unable to dive, and slowed down baby versions. Now the Enforcer fixed instances where Enforcer could teleport to a non-existent wall. Fixed instances, why can't I say that word, where it could jump back into its last jump position. And now the Scout, improved Scout tagging accuracy, improvements to player inspection mechanic, and Scout will now show floating damage text when damaged. The balloon, well, the item balloon, fixed instances. Well, this is gonna get at me so annoyed. Like, I'm gonna get so annoyed at myself. Of it not going to the correct destination. Fixed cases? Dom, come on, better. Where balloons didn't explode after landing, and improvements to weight calculation. Now the Gacha, fix for unclamped loot quality, fix to incorrect UI when taming is interrupted, and Ice Titan. So there is some changes to the Ice Titan, but it's lower down. Fix for broken dino animations related to ice breath, increased collision radius for shoulder corruption, and moving on to the flyers, improved flyer following when in water. Added whistle land flyer commands, so that's interesting. Commands a flyer to land nearby. So that probably will help out a lot, actually, thinking about that. That kind of just went over my head, but that's pretty interesting. Crash, so fix low frequency crash. Manticore, improvements to landing logic. So this is the thing they said they're going to be doing massively for the Manticore, because that hasn't had changes for how long? Since the start of Scorched Earth. Performance, improvements to server performance. Map markers, add supports for decimal values. The Snow Owl, slowed down baby food consumption rate. And the I always call it the pig, I don't know why I do, disable healing when frozen. And Xbox have got a separate thing, which is improvements to dino quality and improvements to environment quality, which has needed to happen massively. So really well done to Wildcard for getting that done. So, moving on from the full update, guys, that is everything coming with Winter Wonderland's update this year, which is fantastic. We've got modding community updates. I'm not really going to read most of this out because I know you guys don't really want to, but the start bit is pretty interesting. So, a reminder for mod authors, if you're a mod author, that sponsored mod program will be opening up applications again on January the 1st. So, if you'd like to apply for sponsorship, you have 5 weeks after that application period starts. So, make sure that you get your submissions ready. So if you're someone that is a mod creator on Ark, then you know this is your time. If you want to get sponsorship, you think your mod's good enough, get applying. Like, it's a fantastic thing. And also, if you guys are a mod creator, you've got a mod on the store. When I say the store, I mean the workshop. And you know, you might watch my videos, you might be watching it right now. Follow me on Twitter, send me a message, and if you want me to review your mods, I'm happy to do that, to get your mod out there. But not even just that. If your mod is good enough, you will get sponsorship. It's just the way, you know, so make sure, if you think it is, get it in. Fan art of the week. So this is who creates these? This is amazing. Like, look at this art. If I could do something like this, it'd be unbelievable. So this is a Pego stealing the presents for Christmas, which I hope doesn't happen too much because they are so annoying. And finally, to close off the Community Crunch 161, Friday the 21st of December at 1 PM EST has an evolution event until the 26th of December ×2. So over the course of the weekend and over Christmas Day, there is ×2 rates, which I thought they might have done ×3 for Christmas, but oh well, we've got Winter Wonderland here, so that is fantastic. Now, if you guys do enjoy today's video, well, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash a like on it. The one thing that I didn't like, the one thing that you guys have been showing crazy support on is hitting over that 1,000 like target. Thank you guys so much. It means so much to me. And be subscribed if you're not. And I'll catch you guys with the Winter Wonderland update and the release of Atlas tomorrow. Unless it's not delayed. But anyway.